Hi friends, very welcome to the daily current affairs quiz discussion of 4th of May 2024. Guys, in this video, we are going to discuss top 5 current affairs questions from the current affairs of 4th of May. Let us start. The very first question I have framed is on the new pattern on the topic of cyclones. Let me tell you the context. Guys, recently cyclones Hidaya has slammed Tanzania, and there are some reports that it may also hit Kenya. Guys, why this is a very important news? Guys, Kenya lies within 4-degree north and south, which is around the equator, and generally around the equator you do not see cyclones, but for the first time even in Kenya we are going to have cyclone. In this context I frame this question. Consider the following statements. Statement 1 says tropical cyclones does not form over equator. This is a correct statement. Statement 2 says the temperature over equator is relatively higher. Guys, we all know that because of the sun, okay, the on equator we have what? We have high temperatures compared to other parts of the world. So in this context, okay, statement 2 is also correct. But is statement 2 the correct explanation of statement 1? Guys, it is not. What are the conditions for tropical cyclone? The conditions for tropical cyclone is what? It needs high temperature, it needs high moisture, and it needs Coriolis force. Guys, at equator we do not have Coriolis force. That is the real reason why we do not have tropical cyclones around equator. So guys, both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. So the answer becomes option B. You see, guys, such kind of analytical questions, if you solve, then your ability of tackling the UPSC question will also increase. Guys, let us go to the second question. The second question I have framed on coffee cultivation in India. Let us read the question, guys. Consider the following: Kodagu, Chikmagalur, Manjarabad, and Baba Budan Giri. How many of the above are coffee growing regions of Karnataka? The answer to this question is all four. Kodagu is in Karnataka, Chikmagalur is in Karnataka, Manjarabad is in Karnataka, and Baba Budan Giri Hills, which is one of the most important hills for coffee cultivation. All four are in Karnataka itself, and all four are famous for coffee cultivation. So, guys, coffee cultivation very important. So, all four regions are known for coffee cultivation in Karnataka. So answer is all four. Let us see the next question, guys. It is the main catchment area and place of origin of river Kaveri. This hilly district, which accounts for 36% of India's coffee production, besides the country's best quality pepper, is struggling with drought-like condition. Which of the following describes the above? Guys, you can see here the answer to this question. Okay, you can see the answer to this question is what? Let me see how many of you are able to answer in the comment box. The answer to this question is Kodagu. Let me show the context in which I have framed this question. You can see droughts grips Kodagu. Kaveri river runs dry. Again, you can see in the Hindu newspaper Kaveri woos. Not just deficit, erratic distribution of rainfall is a major concern in Kodagu. Kodagu is a very important coffee cultivation area of India. And Kodagu is also very important because it is the catchment area, it is the source of river Kaveri, which is also called as Southern Ganga. Southern Ganga. Guys, in the context of Bangalore facing water crisis, the river Kaveri is very important. You need to know the origin of river Kaveri, which is the Kodagu district, and also the tributaries of Kaveri. Please do prepare. Let us go to the next. Okay, let me just show you some other coffee growing areas in India. You can see here, guys, traditional coffee growing states in India are We have the Karnataka, we have the Tamil Nadu, and we have the Kerala. There are some non-traditional areas of coffee growing also in India, which is Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Also, some states of Northeast also have coffee cultivation. Let me show you guys some of the districts where coffee cultivation is done in India. We have the Anamalais in Tamil Nadu, we have the Araku valleys in Andhra Pradesh, we have the Baba Budangiri of Karnataka, then we have the Bilgiris of Karnataka, then we have the Chikmagalur of Karnataka, then we have the Kurg of Karnataka, then we have the Manjarabad of Karnataka, then we have the Nilgiris of Tamil Nadu, then we have the Pulanis of Tamil Nadu, then we have the Sherois of Tamil Nadu, then we have the Travancore in Kerala, and we have the Wayanad in Kerala. These are the districts which are famous for coffee cultivation in India. Guys, this is how you have to link the current affairs with the static knowledge. Guys, if you like this discussion, I would like to request every one of you, please do like and support our YouTube initiative. Guys, we are the only channel in India who are working for providing very high quality UPSC level questions completely dedicated to English speaking students. Guys, our crowd is very small. Please do support us. Next, Brundtland report often seen in news is related to, is it ozone hole? Is it e-waste? Is it space debris? Or is it sustainable development? The answer is sustainable development. Guys, Brundtland report, also known as Our Common Future, was a report on sustainable development. Very important. Let me show you why did I frame this question. Yesterday, a very good article came on sustainable development goal. Here in this article, guys, they have talked about Brundtland report, Our Common Future. Very important report. You can get this question in the UPSC exam. You need to prepare what are SDGs, how many SDGs we have, what are the goals of each and every SDGs. Very important. Next, let us see this question, guys. It is the second largest brackish water lagoon in India. It is the second largest brackish water lagoon in India, sprawling across two states. This is a very important information. Two states. It is basically covering two states. Effluents from industry around the lake already blighted the precious aquatic life of the lake. A major concern is proliferation of invasive charu mussels, about which the local fishing communities have been raising alarm since 2019. It affected the growth of white prawn, tiger prawn, black prawn, and sand prawns, green crabs, etc. etc. Sriharikota, which houses Satish Dhawan Space Center, one of the two satellite launch centers in India, is located in this lake. Guys, is it the Koleru Lake? No. Why? Because Koleru Lake is not there in two states. The question says it is there in two states, so this is not the answer. Chilka Lake, guys, it is the largest lake, not the second largest lake, so this is also not the answer. Vembanad Lake, guys, Vembanad Lake is on the west coast, but Sriharikota, we all know it is in the east coast. Generally, rocket launching sites are on the east coast. Okay, so this is not the answer. This is in Kerala. So the answer is Pulikat Lake. The context of this question, you can see here Pulikat Lake, government of Tamil Nadu has denotified the Pulikat bird sanctuary. Guys, you can see this Pulikat Lake card. Recently, there was an Ennore oil spill also which disturbed the Pulikat Lake. Guys, you can see here flamingos. Pulikat Lake is known for flamingo festival. Guys, you can see the two river, Arani River and Kalangani River, they basically drain into this is very very important. You can see here Sriharikota Island. So the answer to this question is Pulikat Lake. Guys, did you like this initiative? Did you like the questions which I have framed? Did you like the presentation of this video discussion where I am linking it with various other information also directly or indirectly related to the questions? Guys, if you want me to continue this initiative, please do consider liking and sharing this with your friends. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.